This deck uses a lot of cards that I don't like, and it really highlights Hat Guy's mommy issues.
Let's get this over with.
This deck is a Jeht deck, so the cards are focused on getting the Jeht combo out efficiently. To start with, Raiden is in the deck to quickly give energy to both Nahida and Hat Guy so that their bursts are ready at any given time. Because of this, the deck opens with Raiden to try and rush her burst for round 2. However, it is most important to get Raiden's skill summon down, especially if a round 2 burst isn't possible. The Electro application is important for Hat Guy to swirl for AoE damage. Once swirled, this Electro application pairs well with Nahida's skill and burst, and combining both together can create high damage AoE attacks from Hat Guy. Of course, the bursts are the main focus of the deck since they trigger Jeht, and to facilitate this Jeht combo, the deck runs a plethora of cheap support cards. The ideal starting hands quickly use the support cards as a card draw engine. These hands will typically include a combination of the Seed Dispensary, Dunyazad, the Lumen Stone Adjuvant, Lieben, and either Mimir, Bestest Travel Companion, or a treasure-seeking Seelie. Early and cheap combinations of these cards allow for Jeht to be drawn and triggered quickly. To further help with this, Sunyata's Flowers are also included in the deck for generating new support cards, removing current ones, and getting Jeht out at a reduced cost. The rest of the cards in the deck are used to cover bases. The artifacts help to generate dice or reduce dice costs, especially for Nahida. Favonius Library helps with consistent dice rigging, and Catherine is the main source of quick swap potential for fast reactions. And lastly, Heavy Strike is used with Hat Guy for picking off weakened standby opposing character cards. With that being said, let's get into some matches and see how the deck does. Okay, and we've got interesting, quick swappy, overloady business going on here. Could easily see 1,000 Dreams show up. We might keep both of these to run a double of these if we get the right stuff. Not really the right stuff.
The campaign begins.
We probably wanted the box for this. Yeah, this is gonna be an interesting one. Huh. If I play you... And I could play you. That's going to put you at 1, you at 0. Then... Yeah, probably better not to do that. It's probably better to do something like this. There is the Jeht. The other thing we can do is just drop this down. Yeah, it might be better. We draw another Jeht. We get a Tubby. Not really what we need. This comes down.
There's no escape.
And we do have both of these down, so we can see how that plays. And they might overload. That's probably the better choice for them to do that. Yep, that is indeed where they are going to go with that. Sure, we can let her take the damage here. I'm fine with that. This isn't exactly the best. I've had a lot of really cheap cards here. Oh. So that's going to be even more overload, but at bare minimum, it's going to let us swirl, so... This is looking very nice for Blast Cannon if they put down 2 things. And if we draw it, where we're having a little issues drawing, trying to get off that combo. Okay, so they have Quick Swap everywhere. Ouch. Okay. How do we want to play this? It's a lot of Omni, a lot of Dendro. Not much on our Electro, so I just don't think we play into it. Now we're getting the Electro. Okay, let's think, what can we do? And we can drop you for 1. That gives us that. Okay. Could be useful. We can nuke you. We're just kind of seeing what we can draw here. Well, you're lovely and useless in this case, so I think we just play you instead. Because you're a 0 cost. We get this. And the heals will be helpful. There's the extra dice. Probably would have wanted his artifact more than anything, but we'll make do with what we have.
The wind rises.
We'd have actually really like Blast Zone. Ouch. Okay. If I swing into this... I mean, I could swing into that for 5, putting her at 4, but it's like, do I really want to do that right now? Or would I much prefer, I don't know, like swapping over to do something to her instead? Like, burst for 4 or something. Because that's another option as well, is to just get the burst down. In a sense, they aren't going to have a whole lot to go off of afterwards, so maybe that's the best choice.
Time to broaden the horizons again.
Oh, we don't have the burst. What am I thinking? Get the burst down, he says. Has no burst. Could go for that. I think just going for this is going to be better then. Don't know. I thought I had already gotten that off, apparently. So, whoops. Totally thought I had the burst for some very silly reason.
You're toast!
Ouch. Okay. Now, how do we want to play this game? We could just do that again, and just let her take the hit. Also an option. Not an amazing option, but an option nonetheless.
Committed to memory.
Yeah, let's see what happens. Oh. Well, that's a thing, I guess. We can use these for triggering this next round. And potentially getting Jeht off. She's obviously dead, but... we'll see where this goes. We have to worry about this or something. Fast actions, ends round. So yeah, they are going to go into skill here. I don't think I should be too concerned. Yeah. Ouch. So this comes out here. Ouch. The Electros are there. That's nice, but they're both gone. We are going to get overloaded, which is going to be a problem, so just have to consider that. I mean, we have these, so it's maybe not too much to be worried about. Okay, here comes Electrocharge. Ouch. Or overcharge, or overload, rather. Okay, well, that comes down. How do we want to play that? Now, if they do that again, she just explodes, which is kind of bad. So, how do we want to do this? Because I don't know if we're going to be able to get off a Jeht combo here. There's one. We could also just quick swap. I just kind of thought of that. I could just quick swap and start swinging again. That's also an option, but then it leaves just her to survive, and I don't like that idea. Okay, and now we do this again. One of these ends up going with a Lieben. And then you. So we're at 10 right here. If we can keep her alive, we might be able to burst with her. And then do some funky business with that, probably. And this does, what, 2? So if I do this, and then this comes in doing 3. Yeah, this is the smarter choice here. This into a normal attack, and then we start maybe messing with Jeht a little bit. Or preparing for Jeht. This might not have been a good idea. I might not be able to get the Jeht combo off. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to get it off. This is a bit silly, wasn't it? Fast action to her. Okay.
Delve into destiny.
Okay. Guess who didn't get Blast Zone? That's going to be a problem, ain't it? Because that's going to be a massive issue. So let's hope for something nice. Yeah, that's not really gonna help. This will, however, allow me to do some funny business. So we might be able to actually... No, because this costs 4, so we aren't gonna be able to do that, are we? And we need to get you down for 1 first. So we might be able to that into this, maybe? We're gonna have to do some funky math here. Oh, that's enough. It is. Oh, and this is 0 as well. Nice. Don't mind if I do, because now we're good. Now it's the combo. Now I forgot this was gonna trigger off for us. Well, thank ye, because this is going to be very useful. We don't have any more need of you. The double Jeht comes down. And we're back to 8 dice. We don't have gamblers, though. Or really, we really have to, like, OTK this really hard. This might be able to help. I think we can. I think this will kill. If they have to... I think we kill it with this for sure. Yeah, I think we win this. Because we have 2 attacks. I think we only need 2 attacks. They have 0 dice. So unless they have some means of generating dice, and I just don't... They don't. This shouldn't be able to happen. Man, it would have been really nice to have Blast Zone. Okay, that's a problem. But that probably won't be that big of an issue.
Are you sure it has to be me?
Okay, if we do this, this is 5,
Let's get this over
4.
with.
Yeah, we can kill both here. 6, and then we only need 3. This should kill everyone.
Fräulein.
Boom, double triggered into burst. Wow. Very close one. Ah, they didn't let it. Very close one. Blast Zone would have been lovely. Okay, this is a monster deck here, so we could see Abyssal Summons, though honestly we're probably just going to see Gilded, a lot of Gilded into Ajdaha, skill card. That thing's going to be annoying. Okay, do we have the means to play 3 things for this? Probably not with these. With this, yes. Now we can play 3 cards.
The campaign begins.
That comes out first. Okay, interesting. Oh, we can keep the 2 Animo there just for... Yeah, we at least get our skill out, so we will be able to skill in normal attack, though, once this happens. So I think we should still be fine. So I'm going to play you into you into you into you. Lots of that happening. Oh, Dunyazard, you would have been nice a little while ago, wouldn't you? Okay.
Shine down.
Get that going. Now, of course, that also puts this on us, which is going to be a problem. Yeah. We could also convert this and just save the Lieben. Nope. They're going to try to go for lethal here, so...
The pale flame smolders.
I mean, are they going to try to go for lethal? Oh, we have to think, right? Like... If they have free swap, yes, they go for lethal. Do we really want to risk that? I mean, we have this down. If we swing, we get nothing. The safest choice is to just let this go. Like, legit, this is the safest choice. This is the best value. If they have free swap, she just dies. No point, and they do. Yeah, this was the safest choice. Short of just moving, even if we moved, this still comes down and kills. So, yeah, this is all very much... Okay, well, he comes out, sure. I mean, I guess that's all right. Yeah, they're going to go for it. I was expecting him, but... Okay, so we've got this to deal with.
Are you sure it has to be me? Fine. Let's get this over with.
They don't have much board presence, but all of their cards do a lot of damage. Blast isn't really going to help here. That's the only thing of a summon. I mean, it's good if it does get its summon out, because it summons a one time. We'll keep this just in case. Ooh. Okay. Thankfully, Lieben should be coming in clutch here, too, so we'll see what comes out of that. Okay, that's nice.
Squall and Fury.
Yeah, we'll have to play this after this goes, so I have enough room to get all of these out and trigger that. Because that'll be 1, 2, 3 right there. I just need the room for it. Is he going for burst, or what's he doing? He might be prepping for it, but... Yeah, I mean... That's certainly going to be a thing. Kind of surprised he got... Oh, he got cryo because of that. I was like, huh. Well, surprised he got cryo. Now, if he does... See, he's got lethal if we swing. That's the wonderful problem. This is lethal if we swing into this. And again, for what, right? Like, do we really want to be doing that? Because this is going to change his thing over to Electro. That's going to be +2. He's just going to be able to come right down on it. So, yeah, what about we just swap and not play that, huh? We could do this into this combo, okay. Going to play that instead. It's a lot of dice to be playing around if we do want to just sit here and take a huge amount of damage to the face. They're going to be playing a lot. We will get this out, though, which will even the odds quite a bit. So I'm not terribly bothered by it. Here comes the burst. Ouch. That is certainly a lot of damage. And now we play this. It draws us a Mimir and a Jeht. Okay, interesting. What do we want to get rid of here? Probably Blast Zone and then just let this take it. Is he going to be able to do a huge amount? I don't think he's going to be able to kill with this alone. So I do think we just do that instead of trying to do anything funny like that. Just let this do its business. Because we have 3 cards that can easily come down, triggering this and setting up for this business. Hope maybe we get something good, like an egg for stall would actually unironically be useful here. Some kind of food would be useful as well. Another Jeht would be useful. Though we don't really have the setup for a Jeht combo just yet. She's the closest, but she's on lifeline here. They don't have a whole lot of cards, so they're completely at the whim of their dice now.
The enraged earth will not absolve you!
Okay. And gives us this. This will help with dice rigging. And do I want to swing into this? It really just depends on what we... Ooh, I don't want any of this, though. It really just kind of depends on what we get here. If we can get something to defensively keep Nahida alive. There's our Jeht. Oh, boy. How do we want to play this? We could Gamblers onto Nahida here. But it's like... This thing can do tons and tons of damage, and we just aren't showing what we need. But there's a card. Again, this would be +2. We'd really only even need a normal attack for it as well. Though if we did this, it would refresh that, so... Kind of worth, potentially. Maybe we see what Mimir gives us first before we make this decision by placing you. And then we can always just replace that with this. A pizza is nice for him, not going to be enough for what we need. I'm gonna play that. Okay. We get this, which makes me feel a little more comfortable here. Oh, we do have an issue of, can he stay alive, though? We really want that burst out, but... Because this alone is not... the best defensively. And that's going to be very deadly if we... Because that's going to come in for 4, 5. But we actually have to, like, move. But then... that's the real question. Can we just stall this out? We have enough for a Jeht combo. I don't know if we have enough to survive 2 things here.
Are you sure it has to be
I'm
me?
going to try to stall it.
Fine. Let's get this over with.
If anything, I mean, probably should have put this onto him. But we're going to try to stall it and see if we can set up for Jeht. And she's the closest for it. Because this is the big afraid. Because that thing's going to hit for 5, put her at 1. Again, a pizza just isn't enough. He's going to... This is what I was hoping they would do. Come in with that. Now, if they have gamblers, that's a problem. Wow, I wish I had gamblers on him. That would have been helpful. I guess we can put this onto him. If they have something like I haven't lost yet, this is going to be an issue. Or like any kind of spare dice. Or gamblers. If they have gamblers, we pretty much just insta lose, so we just kind of have to expect that.
Will not be destroyed.
We do get our 1 Animo die. Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't go for him. Okay, interesting. It's not gonna kill. We might, We might, That's the question here. We might, Because that's what's scary. We have the 1 extra die, though, so we might be good. That comes back with that. We might not be good. Wait, no, we are good. What am I talking about? We have Jeht. Lo and behold, ladies and gentlemen, when in doubt, jet it out. We have 3 jets. Though let's not get greedy. This alone should be able to get things done.
I never asked for redemption.
Okay, because now we've got 6 again. And that should be all we need. Whew, Jeht coming in clutch there. Never underestimate Jet's level of cheap. Because Lord, is it cheap.
Behold.
Okay, we've got ourselves a freeze here. This is going to be interesting. And there's quick swap here. If this is a Jeht deck, we can imagine Jeht into him is going to be a thing, probably something like Calx's Arts. This is very possible with a Childe going into just using them to stall, which seems like this probably is what's going to happen, and then into there. Don't want this stuff just yet. I would like another companion card. That's not another companion card, interestingly enough. Fascinating how that works. Mona comes out, so they are going to try to just quick swap into the freeze, which is a problem. That means we need to just do that into something else, probably Dendro if we can. And it looks like we should be able to do something with the Dendro, at least a normal attack. So that's something to consider there. Because, well, I mean, I guess we can also just normal attack. They can go for the freeze if they want, but we'll be able to attack anyway. So actually, it's not that big of a deal. We get this down, we normal attack, sure. This should not be that big of a problem for us. So we have the burst going. Are they going to try to end first for it? That's a lot of dice for them to try to end for. They are going to do it. That's fine. Yep, that is precisely what they are going to try to do. Okay. And if we don't get quick swap, then we aren't going to be able to do a whole lot there. Do we reveal the Dunyazad now? That is the question. We could play the Dunyazad, or we can let it just take this. I might draw something for us that'll end up being needed there, so We can play all of this. We got the dice rigging. We don't have much for cards, but we'll hopefully be able to refuel a little bit here. Obviously, this is going to be a slower thing for us, but at the same time, what all are they really doing here? We just have to worry about that. There's Mimir. We are going to need this to go first then, so we have to be kind of quick with it. Not terrible. I don't know if I... We'll see what we get with the Dendro. Looks like there's enough Dendro to make something happen. Do we want to save the Pyro for this? No. If anything, we use the Animo for it. Yeah, much better choice here. The Hee can come out potentially for a 4 cost on that. We know that this is coming. Is there a skill card? There is a skill card, so this is where the normal attack business happens. Okay.
I've been waiting for you for ages.
We move into here. We switch back to Mona. Interesting, because this is going to allow for some big damage onto the Mona. Okay. I've drawn some interesting things. Nothing we can fully work off of yet.
Delved into destiny.
So they're just going to go back and forth with the freeze here. Mimir draws us. Ooh, a Lieben. Do I want to play this and activate Mimir, or do I want to Lieben? I feel like I probably want to Lieben, because that's a much spicier setup there. And we get you, which, yeah, I mean, I guess we can do that. You'll be used for this. Ouch. Okay, the Mona can die. She'll get frozen. Probably swapping to her and then maybe her. It's kind of hard to tell here. And this is going to be useful for him once he's gone. Like, we know the Nahida is going to get frozen, so we have to keep that in mind. Their only quick swap is coming off of the Mona. And the Mona is about to die here, so we probably don't have anything really to swirl, so it is pretty much going into that. Oof, that's ugly. That's very ugly. Okay. Okay, we can get rid of this clown because I don't really like him. Gives us that. Okay. Uh-huh. Do I really want to play that? No. Okay, so we've got that going for us there, and we can mess around with how we want to deal with that. This is, again, a 5 into potential kill there. We can also use this on one of them. They don't have a whole lot of dice, so we might want to wait and see what we do. I don't think I want to spring any kind of combo just yet. This is going to reactivate that on them.
My reckoning has come.
So there we go. We do need to make sure we get the Electro down. Something tells me they don't have Joyous, or they would have probably played it. I haven't lost yet. Okay. It does allow them to get out quite a few attacks here. Interesting. So they are going to go for a lot of heals here. Still not quite enough. Elemental skill. Okay. Now, how do we want to play this? We don't really have the means of bursting here, so that kind of is a thing to consider. So I figure, let's play you. We can play out Jeht. There's one. Jet's already at 6. Okay. She is actually a much bigger value for us. There's 2. And then we drop you instead of the Dunyazad. And there's 3 for Lieben. Oh, look, and we can even put a golden troop on him so he can get his skill out a little cheaper. That's useful. Okay. Let them do what they want here. Going to him. Okay. It is a bold move considering what's about to come down. Okay, they've got the heals, sure. That's also going to stall out us being able to do a whole lot there. Now, if we draw a Catherine, we can just start swirling, and that would be the better choice. We can keep this Electro going. Ouch. Yeah, so the freeze is going to be there, which is obviously concerning. Ouch, there's 2 on her. But we should be fine here. There's Gamblers. But I don't think we're going to inherently kill here. Probably not going to need the Electro because I just don't think we're going to get it out unless we can really scare them off of Childe. We do want the Dendro, though. Okay, looks like we do have the stuff for the Dendro. A little bit here for the Animo. Blast Zone, kind of useless there. Huh. Play that. If I do that, that's only 7, which is still, you know, only 7, I say. It's still pretty significant. So, yeah. Maybe not something to necessarily scoff your nose at there. Catherine's somewhere in there. I'm going to actually convert this just so that I can make room in case I need to play the Catherine or to play things. We played 1 card. We can come in here and play 2 card. See if we draw the Catherine or if we get a Catherine. And this will be 3 card. That's not a Catherine, but it is a Jeht, which is hilarious because this basically means they lose. Yeah, that's pretty much GG's there unless they've got some significant business going on.
Sharing my knowledge.
Even though we don't get the Catherine for free swapping, we can just stall it out between these 2. Yeah, I'll take my 14 dice, thank you. Okay. You're at 3. You're at 5. Okay. You...
Tidal wave.
What's the survival plan, my dude? Do you have a spare die, probably, to go for the freeze? That's my guess. Not concerned about that.
What do you want from me?
Yeah, if he does, even if he has a spare die, yay, he uses it, and then I just swap burst and just do the funny business. I mean, this is already gonna do like 4 because of that, and I just swap back with Gamblers. Though, granted, Gamblers won't actually make a difference. It'll end up being a net change of the same amount, whether I have Gamblers or not, because I can't get the Gamblers out for free. Okay. Okay. Sure.
The campaign begins. Torn to oblivion.
Now, all of a sudden, the Gamblers is looking a lot better.
Are you sure it has to be me? Fine. Let's get this over with.
Yeah, now the gamblers is going to make a difference. Yeah. Now gamblers does make a difference.
Jeht.
Yep. So there we go. Overcoming that. Okay. Well, this is an interesting one. And this is probably the biggest threat, Xiangling and Keqing over Ganyu. Because, again, if they go big shot Ganyu, I mean, that's always something to consider. Is Blast Zone really going to be what we need for the summons? Maybe. I feel like it's something we can deal with later, though. It might not be as necessary as just getting out our combos. This is going to be all right. This is going to help. This will do fine.
Stay close and
She is going to have her thing come out. That's to be expected. Are they going to try to overload us off, maybe? In which case, probably want to try to get her skill out. Yeah, and we have the ability to do so. The rest of this is kind of just whatever. We can see maybe if we can draw a Lieben from the Dunya Zod into Chang. Normal attack. So they're going to go for quick burst on her then. Okay. That is worth knowing, because this is going to be crazy overload combo, or they're going to go big shot, one or the other. Okay, I could have played those first, really, but I don't know if I wanted to necessarily. Oh, we do get the Lieben, so yeah, we're just going to play you into Lieben. We'll take the Pyro, which is not going to be good. We're going to be playing a little bit of a slow round here, but we'll have more dice than them, especially since they're going to have to use 4 to do that. So they might have Vonarana, but even then, we're going to be able to keep up. Yeah, they're going to have this, so they are going to be able to essentially do their burst and then go for the kill on her, unless we draw something quite nice to keep her alive, like Lotus Crisps. If we draw... Yeah, that's probably not useful at this moment. Of course, they could always just try to immediately come in here with the 5. I don't know if we stay on Raiden in this case. I'm going to save that just in case, but yeah, I don't know. We might need to... not exactly what we needed either there. And they can always overload us with if we swap to here, so maybe we just normal attack. Let this do its thing. Again, they aren't going to have as many dice, but we do have to be careful here, because he could end up taking a lot of damage too. Oh, they're just going to immediately go for it. Interesting. So they have the stuff to do that. Or just... Okay.
Don't blink.
Sure, so they didn't get this out. I'm actually not bothered by them not getting that out. That's kind of alright with me. They do have the dice now to keep up with things, which is a tad bit concerning, but not the end of the world. Do we want to go big hee-hee here? Probably not, because they are going to be able to attack twice, and I don't like that idea. So I do think little hee-hee's the way to go. Now, they can always fly back. Swap to Ganyu. Why? Are you gonna try to go for some sort of melt here? We could just try to do this again, just to get the burst going. Again, the fact that they didn't do that is very interesting. My guess is that there is going to be some sort of melt coming in. Just gonna go again here. And I could have played that down again, potentially. But this is going to help in the long run, I suppose. Swapping to Xiangling. So they are just kind of stalling for the bursts here. Okay. Sure. They're just trying to ensure that she doesn't die. Here comes burst.
You're toast!
Okay. Do they have anything for free swapping? Because they had already used the free swap there. Ouch. Now we have to think here. Because they could have something like... We don't really want to give up that Electro either, do we? I feel like we want something. We really want to like quick swap. This is what we want. That's not Anima, which is probably what we wanted to go for here. If we burst, we kill. If we do this, we don't kill. But they can still always just kind of go ham here. 7. I don't think we're going to be able to do 7 here, at least not easily. Problem is getting with the swirl here. If we do this again, we do kill, but there's no reactions. And we don't have anything good here. That is not what we wanted. I was hoping for Catherine. We don't really have a means of drawing cards, do we? Other than placing this down, potentially. We play that. And play this. Play that. And then it's just like, what else do we play at that point, right? Because we really need to quick swap over before they quick swap over. Because this is going to kill right there. And then, boom... Whatever we go to instantly dies, and if it's something like fresh winds, we're kind of having a problem. And they can just quick swap to wherever, so... Fresh winds pretty much gives them whatever they need.
Stay close.
We're
and you will
gonna
live.
swap here. If they're willing to play this game, kind of depends if they've got gamblers, too. Because if she dies, then the Electro can start coming out. Okay. Are they just going to summon Guoba? Normal attack, sure. Okay.
The thunder falls silent.
Ouch. Okay, we didn't need a second one of those anyways. I'm going to play that. I could have played this actually and just got an extra die off of it, but I'm not too concerned here. I've got to move pretty quick. What are we converting? Probably you.
Squall and Fury.
Now that's going to start doing a lot more damage. And we've got one more here if we want to be able to normal attack again, but I probably don't. Probably want to, like, drop this into that. Or this into that on her. Because she's going to be the kicker here. Probably going on to her, yeah. Swapping to her. Going to use skill.
No touching.
So this is going to do a lot of damage. Ouch. Okay. I'm not too bothered by that. I'm going to... Wow, I did not actually want to play that. I'm going to have to convert something now. I wasn't paying attention to which one. Okay. We're going to place that there. We can't place this yet, which is unfortunate. I kind of did things in a weird order, but it's no big deal. They haven't ended yet. Okay. You come out. And we go with this. Okay, she's healing up. That happened. We'll get the swirl off here, get more heals. That's at 6, which is unfortunate. This is nice because it might be able to help keep us alive through an attack or two. Okay. Get rid of that. Dendro, nice. This can go to this. And then we swirl with that. It's not amazing, but it will keep us alive here, and that's what we want.
Behold.
We also have this, so if they do swap to her to try to tank something, we can potentially kill right here. So that would be good, because that's the big threat. Drawing for something. Vanessa, okay. Nice. I'm happy with that. I'm very happy with that, actually, because that is indeed lethal right there on her. So that's exactly what we were looking for there.
Quietly.
So now they have to... I haven't lost yet. So they will be able to kill right there, but they aren't going to be able to do much more. And we can just... I mean, maybe if they get gamblers, but, like, I don't see them killing the Nahida here. I just don't see the Nahida dying there at all. And Nahida, with her big skill, will be able to double kill if they don't have any kind of healing. They're going to go for it. Yeah, normal attack, sure. Ouch, but without gamblers, she's still very dead. Because next turn, this is going to come out. Yeah. There we go. Whew. This is a standard aggro Jeht deck. Those familiar with how these decks work will find this deck fairly easy to use. Similarly, those familiar with Electro Swirl Quicken decks will also find this deck fairly easy to use. However, because there is only one swirlable element, Joyous Celebration can be an issue, even if it isn't frequently used. Short of that, though, this deck tends to be on the more aggressive side of things, and it can offer a double threat from both Hat Guy and Nahida, especially if Jeht is in play. Triggering 2 or more Jets can turn virtually any deck into an OTK deck in an instant. Of course, to do this reliably, the entire deck needs to be built around Jeht, hence the large amount of Jeht decks currently floating around. Hopefully soon, Jeht will be nerfed to only a single activation per round or some similar effect. Until then, thank you for watching, and if you enjoy the video, leave a comment below, and feel free to click here for more TCG content.